We are at the end of the Five Nights at Freddy's 10-year anniversary event. Let's talk about how it went. Before the event started, I did a tier list where I ranked everything that was happening during the event based on how excited I was for it. Now we're gonna rank it again, this time about how I actually feel about it. We're gonna change these from saying super excited to saying super happy with, somewhat happy, not happy, and dreaded it. Starting off, we have My Pop Goes. This released on August 1st on Steam, and I am happy with it. The game felt very nostalgic. It reminded me of the Pixel Chicks and like Tamagotchis that we had when we were kids. So that was really fun to revisit in a Five Nights at Freddy's spin-off game. The games I did find a little bit difficult. I technically haven't finished the game yet, but I really want to finish it soon. But as far as first impressions go, I am very happy with how this turned out. The reason I'm not putting it in super happy is because I don't really see it as something I'll come back to very often. It's kind of a one and done type of game. So after I officially complete it, I probably won't come back to it very often. So we're gonna keep it in happy with. Then we got the Joy of Creation demo. You're gonna hate me for this, but I dreaded it. I am so sorry to the fans of the Joy of Creation. It is not for me. I struggle with these games, completely a skill issue on my end. However, I get very frustrated with games that teach you how to play by making you fail at something first. If I'm introduced to a mechanic with no introduction, no tutorial, and the only way for me to learn how to deal with something in the game is by failing to it first, I immediately am having a negative experience. Some people don't mind this. This isn't a big deal for some people. For me, I strongly dislike this. First impressions in a video game mean everything to me. And if my first impression is me being frustrated, trying to figure something out that I can't even enjoy what I'm doing because I'm too busy failing and trying to learn at the same time, I'm not having fun. So this is my opinion of the Joy of Creation. I don't find it that fun. And I know that a lot of people feel differently. A lot of people love this game. A lot of people think that this is one of the best fan games ever made. Honestly, the older Joy of Creation story mode, I do enjoy. I find it difficult. That's an issue on me. I like watching other people play this game. I think it's more fun to be an audience member of this game than it is to actually play it. So for that reason, I like the game, but I definitely won't be revisiting this one. Maybe we'll do a stream of it when the full game comes out. Maybe things will change by then. I don't know. This was just a demo, so there's room for improvement. Next up, we have VIP, which was the interactive novel that released. I did not read it, so I'm gonna leave it out of this tier ranking. I set it up to download the day it came out, I think it was the 3rd, and it downloaded onto my Kindle, and I was ready to go with it. And then I decided to read Into the Pit instead so that I could prepare for the game Into the Pit coming out. So I actually haven't gotten around to reading VIP. From what I've heard, people are somewhat happy with it. I could maybe put it there. I didn't see anybody really disliking the book, so maybe I'll just put it there just to put it somewhere. But until I actually read it myself, I don't know. Next up, we have the mystery collab. Everyone thought that this was going to be Fortnite. There were so many people convinced that this collab was going to be Fortnite, and it was not Fortnite. It was Dead by Daylight. I am so happy about that. The mystery collab is going to super happy with. I love Dead by Daylight. If you guys know, I used to play a lot of Dead by Daylight on my streams back when I did more like variety horror content. Then I switched it up and started to focus only on mascot horrors on this channel, but I still love Dead by Daylight and play it very frequently offline. So I was very happy to see that the collab is with Five Nights at Freddy's. I have a video talking more about the FNAF DVD collab, so if you want to check that out, I will put it somewhere. I think out of everything, that was the thing that made me the most happy. Next up, we have the Scott interview. I think it might go into happy with. I think that Daco did a great job with the interview. It was really nice hearing what Scott had to say about the franchise in a more updated interview, obviously, including the movie, including Steel Wool. Next up, we got the Steel Wool announcement, which we all thought was going to be a Help Wanted 2 DLC. Everyone was preparing for this to just be the Help Wanted 2 DLC, and then they surprised us with a teaser for a brand new game called, what was it called? Secret of the Mimic. And I'm going super happy for that. I am going super happy with that. We reacted to the trailer on stream and it looks so freaking good. It looks like it's going to be a game that is centered around the Fall Fest. It's going to be the carnival game, which if you know me, I love anything spooky carnival. So I am very, very, very excited for this game. It is coming in 2025. Also, the Dead by Daylight collab is also coming in 2025. Forgot to mention that earlier. I just was not expecting us to get another Steel Wool game so quickly after Help Wanted 2. Like, they are cooking over there. That's the first time I've ever unironically said cooking. I don't think it's for me. The next thing we got was 5 laps at Freddys, and I am so sorry, but this is going in the not happy tier. The 5 laps at Freddys demo had a lot of issues with it. I kept soft locking myself in one area on one of the maps. There were times where I would get stuck out of bounds on the map, times where I would accidentally turn my cart upside down and I couldn't like get it right side up again. There were a lot of issues. And granted, it is a demo. The game is by no means anywhere close to being done. I don't think this is coming until 2025 either. So there's a lot of room for improvement. I was also a little bit bummed that the demo didn't include multiplayer. I know that's a bit unrealistic to ask for in a demo, but I think that that would have made it more exciting. The reason I'm not putting it in dreading it is because I still see a lot of potential. I think there are a lot of things that could be fixed with this game to make it fantastic and make it very enjoyable and a staple among the Five Nights at Freddy's games. However, until we know what that looks like, I'm not very happy with it. Don't get me wrong though, when the full game comes out, we absolutely will cover it on the channel. Hopefully it will have multiplayer and we can get some friends together to play. Or even better, if they allow for like private races, I could play it with you guys. I would love to do a stream playing this racing game with viewers. I think that would be so much fun. So I hope that that is something that gets released with the full game. I know you can do that in Mario Kart, and I know it's probably not the best to constantly be comparing this to Mario Kart, but it is so comparable that I can't help it. It is my only like frame of reference for this type of game. That being said, I do recognize that this game is not going to be as good as Mario Kart, and expecting it to be is unrealistic. And next up, we got Into the Pit, which released a day early, which was wild. I have not yet finished the game at the time of recording this. I am doing another stream of it today, but as far as I've gotten so far, I am super happy with it. It has got fantastic creepy vibes to it. It's not too scary, but to be honest, I prefer kind of creepy, spooky vibes over outright scary vibes. The game makes me think of Coraline, Alice in Wonderland, The Wizard of Oz type of storytelling, and it's got me thinking up some theories that are related to theories I've seen for those movies. So I don't know if we'll ever do any sort of theory video covering that. I've got some ideas cooking. Let me know if you want something like that on this channel. I'm not typically a theory YouTuber. I'm really bad at that kind of thing, but I would love to give it a try. I got ideas. I just got to get them out. The game itself is also just very enjoyable to play. The art style is fantastic. I love the look of the characters. There's a lot of funny little moments in the game as well, which I really appreciated. I think that any good Five Nights at Freddy's game has a good balance of silly and spooky, and this one definitely does lean more on the spooky, but the silly moments shine through as well. Happy 10th anniversary to Five Nights at Freddy's. It is absolutely wild that it has been 10 years. I just turned 24 the other day. I have been a part of this fandom since I was 14 years old. That is absolutely crazy to me. I've only been making Five Nights at Freddy's content in the more recent years, and it has been just so amazing getting to make this my job and get to share my love of Five Nights at Freddy's with you guys. And so for that, I wanted to say thank you to you guys, the viewers. It is so awesome that we have this little community here on my channel, and I cannot wait to spend even more time with you guys in the coming years. I have a lot of ideas and plans for this channel, so stay tuned. And that is it for this video. Let me know what your thoughts were and how you would rank the Five Nights at Freddy's 10-year anniversary events. And that's it for me today. Bye-bye. Okay, bye. I said bye. Why are you still here? Go.